A fearless princess risks her crown and her identity, disguising herself as a maid in a quest for true love. But when the truth is revealed, will her heart's choice stand the ultimate test? The answer will leave you speechless. Before we begin the story,
please like, comment, subscribe for more interesting story.
in a land where traditions and power defined societal roles, Princess Adama was celebrated as the jewel of the kingdom of Jirawa. Her beauty was unparalleled, her intellect unmatched, and her grace the envy of many. However, despite her royal privilege, Adama was deeply unsettled. Suitors from across the continent sought her hand, but their intentions were clear. They desired her crown, not her heart. This was a fate she refused to accept. Determined to find a man who would love her for her true self, Adama devised an audacious plan that would challenge her identity and test the very fabric of her world. As the daughter of King Jirawa, Adama had been raised in opulence, shielded from the hardships of the common people. However, she often watched from her palace balcony as villagers bustled about their daily lives. She envied their authenticity, their freedom to love without the constraints of politics and power. It was during one of these moments that the idea struck her to step away from her privileged life and live among the people as one of them. The plan was met with fierce opposition from her trusted advisors. "Your Highness," said Elder Salahu, her most trusted counselor, "this is reckless. You risk your safety and your reputation. What if you are discovered?" But Adama's resolve was unshakable. Disguised as a maid named Kande, she left the palace under the cover of darkness, carrying nothing but a bundle of simple clothes and a heart full of hope. Life outside the palace was far from the idyllic picture Adama had imagined. Her hands, once adorned with gold bangles, were now calloused from scrubbing floors. Her silken dresses were replaced with coarse cotton robes. Yet, amidst the challenges, Adama found an unexpected sense of fulfillment. The villagers were kind and hard-working, and their struggles brought a sense of camaraderie that she had never experienced within the palace walls. It was in this humble village that she met Malik, a carpenter known for his skill and generosity. Malik was unlike anyone Adama had ever encountered. He was gentle yet firm, with a quiet strength that spoke of resilience. His laughter was infectious, and his words carried wisdom that belied his humble background. Most importantly, he treated Kanda with respect and kindness, never suspecting her royal identity. Over time, Adama and Malik grew close. They spent hours talking about life, dreams, and the future. Adama found herself drawn to his simplicity and authenticity, qualities that were rare in the suitors she had met as a princess. Malik, in turn, was captivated by Kande's intelligence and humility, qualities he had not expected in a maid. One day, as they sat by the river, Malik turned to her and said, "Kande, you are unlike anyone I have ever met. Your presence has brought light into my life. I would be honored if you would allow me to court you." Adama's heart swelled with joy, but a pang of fear gripped her. How would he react when he discovered the truth? As their bond deepened, Adama knew she could not keep her secret forever. On a moonlit night, she invited Malik to a secluded spot by the river. Dressed in a simple yet elegant gown, she began her confession. "Malik," she said, her voice trembling, "I have not been entirely honest with you. My name is not Kande, and I am not a maid. I am Princess Adama of Jirawa." Malik stared at her, his expression unreadable. For a moment, the silence was deafening. Then he spoke, his voice steady, but tinged with disbelief. "Why would a princess lower herself to live as a maid?" Adama explained her quest for true love, her desire to be valued for who she was rather than what she represented. As she spoke, tears streamed down her face. "I understand if you feel betrayed," she concluded, "but I needed to know if someone could love me for me, not for my crown." Malik was silent for a long moment, his gaze fixed on the river. Finally, he turned to her, his eyes soft but resolute. "Adama," he said, "you have shown great courage and humility in your journey. It is not your crown that defines you, but your heart. I loved you as Kande, and I love you still as Adama." Relief and joy washed over Adama as she embraced Malik. In that moment, she knew she had found the love she had been searching for. Adama returned to the palace with Malik by her side, their love stronger than ever. The court was abuzz with the news of the princess's return and her unconventional love story. Some criticized her actions, but many celebrated her bravery and the powerful message her story conveyed, that true love and character mattered more than titles or wealth. King Jirawa, though initially hesitant, eventually gave his blessing. He saw in Malik a man of integrity and strength, someone who would be a worthy partner for his daughter. The royal wedding was a grand affair, attended by villagers and nobles alike, a celebration of love that transcended boundaries. Adama and Malik's story became a legend in Jirawa, passed down through generations as a tale of courage, humility, and the power of love. Their journey inspired others to look beyond appearances and value the essence of a person. Years later, as Adama and Malik sat in the palace garden watching their children play, Malik turned to her and said, "You were right to follow your heart, Adama. It led us to a love that is truly priceless." Adama smiled, her heart full of gratitude. She had not only found true love, but had also discovered the strength within herself to challenge conventions and create a legacy that would endure for generations.